Hey guys, how's it going? It's Excalibur here, and I'm here with a little bit of a review. But before this video starts, I want to preface this video saying, there's some spoilers. I will, point them out before I go into spoilers. The gameplay I'm playing right now, the game I'm playing right now is called Nitronic Rush. I'll leave a link in the description where you can download it. It's a lot of fun. It's free to play, and yeah. So let's get into the review. So the game I'm reviewing today is Grand Theft Auto 5. This is my first review, but I kind of made it into a 5-step. And let me get this right here. Okay, so the 5-step is the 5 things. Well, the last one will be multiplayer, but it hasn't come out yet. So once that comes out, I'll do a full review on that and the full game review. So the first one is gameplay. Gameplay is a big aspect in games, obviously, because you want to have fun. The next thing is story. Story is huge in video games because if you have a bland story, you're not going to really want to get into it. And then the last thing is customization. Oh no, the thing before the last thing is customization. Customization is not that really big in games. Some games focus on it a ton, and then some games focus on it not at all. And then the last thing, right behind multiplayer, which hasn't come out yet for Grand Theft Auto, is glitches and bugs. So let's get into the first one, which is gameplay. So Grand Theft Auto is a third-person shoot 'em up, kind of like a gangster slash insane psychopath slash rich billionaire who's completely insane and his family hates you simulator. There you go, Grand Theft Auto 5. No. But it's a third-person shooter, and it takes place in Los Santos, just as San Andreas did, and it is huge. When I say huge, I mean huge. It is so ginormous. They have just everything. It's so big, from the ghetto area. I'm sorry, but they have the bad neighborhood. They have the really rich neighborhoods with the snobs, and then they have the countryside and the forest. Gameplay and shooting mechanics are awesome. They upgraded them a lot. Instead of it being a ginormous big cursor that you have to have fill up a lot of your screen and your aiming and your field of vision, it's now just a little white dot, and it's definitely a lot better. I don't know if there's a way to change the color of the dot, because sometimes I'll be in a situation where I'm kind of in a white area, like let's say it's a daylight outside and the building behind the person is white, or he's wearing a white suit. It's really hard to aim sometimes, so I don't know, maybe you could change the color, which would kind of help a lot, but I don't know. I don't know about that. So the gameplay itself, I would probably rate it, because it's just fun just to go around and just knocking people out with one-hit KOs. That's what's something cool too that they added, is the fighting mechanics. They're a little bit new, and I mean, they're actually not new. They're kind of the same from Grand Theft Auto 4, but they're still, Grand Theft Auto 4 was good fighting mechanics. So the gameplay, I would probably rate it, I would rate it a 9.5 out of 10. And this review is gonna be a god honest review, because I'm not gonna really just lie, because I don't get paid for these people, so it's not like I'm gonna lie and say, oh yeah, great game, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. No, I'm gonna give you an honest to God review. So gameplay, I would say, is 9.5 out of 10, because it was definitely a lot of fun. It came my interest, and all that, and it felt like you could die. It wasn't like Grand Theft Auto 4, where if you got let's say armor, you wouldn't die. No, you could die. Was it difficult? No. You could take about a couple shots and then you were probably down for the count. But you could upgrade your person's stats to make them stronger, faster, better at shooting, so that the aim assist will automatically do a headshot, which is pretty cool. But yeah. Next thing is story. This game is so story driven, and I love it. The story is, you start off with Franklin, just a small-time gangbanger who kind of wants to get out of the gangbanging business and stop being just a low life gangster, and get into more, money making business, such as bank robbing and all that. And then he meets Michael. I'm not gonna tell you how he meets Michael. It's very early in the game, so if you haven't met Michael yet, or you just got the game, you'll meet him very soon. So he meets Michael. Michael is a professional, how do I say this? Thief? Yeah, professional thief. That's what he calls himself. He's a professional thief. He's robbed many banks. And he's lived a good life, but he wants to get back into business because they kind of made a little bit of the mistakes they make. It's not like stupid mistakes. Like it would make you angry, the stuff that happens to Michael, which I like because it like got me angry. It was like, motherfucker. It got me annoyed because it was just like, oh, how could that prick do that? And but it definitely got you into the characters themselves, and you got really close to them. Some not very close to, but yeah. Then there's Michael, Franklin, and then there's Trevor. Now, Trevor, I would say, if you wanted to just go guns blazing out and not give like one shit about, he's probably the best one to roll with. Just because he's so insane, that it's just so much fun. But yeah. Oh, okay. Oh yeah. So the story is definitely good. You're kind of you start off as Franklin. You're probably playing as Franklin the most, unless you really like Michael's story. Then you're gonna be playing as, I don't know what about. But I like that their stories aren't like all separate. Eventually they will all entwine together. Eventually all the characters you meet on Michael's story you will meet in Trevor's story or Franklin's story, which I like. So it doesn't feel like you're just playing 3 stories over and over and over again. So the story is definitely good. I can't really explain much of it right now because the game just came out. I really don't want to spoil it that much, but obviously this is a review, so I kind of have to give a little bit of a couple spoilers, but I'll leave that for later. Customization. The customizing of cars is huge. I think they definitely took it beyond the top. I didn't really find myself liking the character's customization, except for the clothing, which was kind of fun to dress up the character. But the facial customization and the hair customization for Franklin were so stupid. It was so retarded that I found myself going with the full Spartan and an afro because everything else looked so stupid that it I don't know, maybe I'm sorry, maybe a white guy made it, but the customization for him was so you had stars on your head and when they do graphic designs on your head and all that. Yeah, that's pretty much the whole entire selection for his hair, except for cornrows, a fade, and afro that look decent on him. So there's not really that many character customizations, but there is a lot of clothes. So I did like that. The car customization goes beyond top, which I loved. Such as armor, tires. You want to get sponsored good tires. Or if you just want to get the brand tire, just normal clip tires. Tinted windows, turbo. There is no NOS, so I kind of like that. At the same time, I don't though, because it definitely makes it a little bit better. But I'm not gonna get into that. A lot of the stuff I'm talking about now, I'll go over it once the multiplayer comes out, and then I'll play the multiplayer, and then I'll review it. Because I'm hoping that they made it right and they did not make it like a Grand Theft Auto 4 multiplayer where it was literally just everybody wanted to get to the airport. And in this map, in the new map with Grand Theft Auto 5, the Los Santos map, I didn't really find any places that were too OP. Maybe the airport again, but there's no like attack helicopters that you could just get at an airport. Like you actually have to go to a military base and fight off the military, and they are strong. And I'm hoping they keep the star system in the Grand Theft Auto 5 multiplayer, so that like I want it so that if you're gonna try to get like, let's say, a jet, so that shoots like missiles and turrets, I want it to be that you have full stars until you're fully away from them, because then it's worth getting a jet then, because then it's fun. You could have two people inside it and just destroy everybody, but then eventually the cops will catch up to you, or somebody will get a jet, or somebody will get a plane and crash into you or shoot you down. One of the many, but I never found any like god damn it, there's a plane passing by and you guys probably can't hear me. I never found any places that were too OP, or things that, you know, like were just like too strong for multiplayer that like they would have to take out. I never found that, so they're gonna have the full map as multiplayer, I'm hoping. And obviously now that what's it called, they're saying that, oh yeah, you'll be able to have your, you know, like your own house, your own cars. It's better to invest in stock and all that. But oh wait, let me get this off my chest real quick with this game. The last 2 missions disappointed me so much that I'm gonna have to take the score down a little bit, because the last 2 missions here, spoiler warning, spoiler, the last 2 missions was the last mission was killing one of the characters. So you could either kill Michael, Franklin, or Trevor, and you're playing as Michael, and you have to make the decision to kill Michael or Trevor, or you could, it's a death wish, and like I'm pretty sure that just kills you. God damn it. But just I felt like they threw on the last 2 missions. Okay, so the mission before that is the biggest bank in like the whole entire map, carrying $200 million in golden bricks. So you think, oh damn, this would be really hard, because there's a mission inside the game where you're like up in like the country land, and you're supposed to rob a tiny little bank. You have to get into juggernaut suits and like have miniguns on you to get out of that bank. But for the biggest bank with $200 million, all you have to do is just do a getaway drive? Like, are you kidding me? And then a little shootout to get to your cars that was like 3 minutes? Come on, developers, please do an update to make it a lot harder. Oh, also the game is way too easy. The game's way too easy. If you play as Trevor, you'll pretty much never die, because if you could fall off a whole entire mountain and not die, because Trevor's ability makes it so that he takes half less damage and deals a little bit more, which is pretty cool. And then Franklin is, he slows down time when he's in the car, and then Michael is, he slows down time when he's shooting. That's pretty cool. I think they could have made it a little bit better. Maybe their abilities, I felt like they were kind of bland, and you know, like I never really used Michael's ability that much. I used Franklin's all the time, and Trevor, as I used it kind of a little bit. But like, the game's easy. The game's very easy. And if you do the side quest and you get people to help you with these heists, that you get lower cuts for them, and they do better work than these people who do higher. Oh god damn, that cost more. It's so easy. It's super. God damn it, it's super easy. And then if you have a little money in your pocket and you like go buy armor helps you out none. Like I during the game I didn't see that armor would help you at all. It never really helped me that much. But yeah, I just want to say that make the game harder. Fix the last 2 missions where you had to rob the biggest bank in the whole entire, like, I think they said world. Don't quote me on that. It was either Los Santos or just the world itself. It was way too easy. So yeah, that kind of got me ticked off, especially when you had to kill one of the characters. It was way too easy. You just chased them down. Like, I'm pretty sure, I know Michael and Trevor's death. I don't know about Franklin, so somebody might have to tell me in the comments. But I know Michael, you just chase down to like a little factory plant, and then you kind of like, you just drop him off the thing. And then Trevor, all you do is just chase him out, and he crashes, and then you set him on fire. Like, and it doesn't even feel fulfilling. Like, it doesn't even feel like, wow, that character's gone. No, it feels like oh, okay, you know, that sucks, damn. No, it doesn't feel like that at all. It's like, oh, alright, maybe I'll just, you know, what's it called? Did you see those skills right there? Oh my god! It doesn't even feel like that, which kind of annoyed me. Let's stop. Let's see if this thing is not. But yeah, that was really ticking me off. The last thing is glitches and bugs. I didn't really find that many glitches or bugs with this game, which is really good. So I don't think if they ever do an update, it's probably not going to be on the glitches and bugs. The animations are perfectly fine, especially when you're shooting or when you're flying or when you jump out of an airplane and you don't have like a parachute. Your character will kind of look like he's kind of terrified to die, because he knows he's gonna hit the ground. And it's not scary to die. Like, maybe it's just me, but like once I beat the game, when you beat the game, you all characters have about like $20 million from the heist. So when I beat it, they only take away $5,000 when you die. So I could die 10 times in a row. That would only be 20 grand, and I have 20 million. Like, it didn't feel scary to die. It's like, okay, whatever. I could just go buy ammo for real cheap or pick up the ammo from the cops. So yeah, I felt no threat dying. I didn't get scared if I was gonna die or not. It just felt easy. And I guess that's kind of really that's the game right there. Story, I would rate it definitely a 10 out of 10. It was a lot of fun. Customization, I would rate it at 7.5, 8ish out of 10, and then glitches and bugs, I would rate it at 9.5 out of 10 because I didn't really find any glitches or bugs. Maybe my character kind of like spazzed out a little bit if I like went to an area that I wasn't really supposed to, but that's kind of meant for it. So that was a review. In total, I would give this game 8.5, a solid 8.5 out of 10. And I know people are giving it 10 out of 10s, 10 out of 10s, but it's, come on, you guys. Grand Theft Auto 4 wasn't that great. The story was horrible. The gameplay was, it was only fun when you played with your friends on multiplayer. But this game, they definitely took the story up, they took the gameplay up, because the gunfights were a lot of fun. It felt good to get a headshot, like it felt like you did something good, like you actually accomplished something. And the customization wasn't that great. I hope they do an update to like make the customization a little better and get Franklin a good haircut, like get him something that looks decent. Because like the only thing that looks decent is probably the afro, the cornrows, which I never use, and then the fade. That's pretty much it. And there's probably like another, like one more, and then the bald one, and then like one more that has like little 3 lines in the head, but I rarely use that one either. And then there's like very little amounts of beard. There's a 5 o'clock shadow, clean shave, and then Spartan, which is just a huge beard. Like, what? So that just annoyed me. But in total, I would give it a solid 8.5. If they made the customization a little bit better, I would definitely give it a 9 out of 10. But for now, just because the customization is so little, and the last 2 missions I had to take down. I had to take down at least a point. I had to, because that's the last 2 missions. You're giving, that's the last impression that you're gonna give, you know, for the video game. So like, make them great, make them awesome. Like the mission with the Juggernaut and the machine gun where you have to rob the bank, that was awesome. I felt like that was so cool, especially play as Trevor and just be demolishing every single car that's in your path. Helicopters you just demolish over and over and over again. It felt so good to do it, and that I loved it. And then you have this last mission where you just drive away? Really? Come on, developers. And then, yeah, and then the last where you have to kill the person, it just felt like it was tacked on, which really, I didn't like that. But I would give it a solid 8.5 out of 10. Up the customization, do an update for the customization. It's not that hard. I know it's not that hard. Even all the characters, like, the customization wasn't that great. Like, for Trevor, for Michael, any of them, it wasn't really that great. It just felt bland, and it didn't feel like you could actually express yourself unless you wanted to dress in clothes, which there was a ton. but 8.5 out of 10. I'll be doing a multiplayer review once it comes out, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. In 3 months, three and a half, 3-ish, I will be getting my new computer, so I'll definitely be doing some new games. Watch Dogs, I know, is coming out for the PC, so I'll be doing a let's play on that. I'll be doing a let's play on a ton of games, maybe some recommendations, definitely a ton of indie games, because I love indie games. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video, and maybe even the next review. Bye.